Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Tuesday, October 13th. Impact map for today, not much other than more showers for the already wetted down areas of Idaho and western Wyoming. Lingering showers even on Wednesday in the far north. However, south of the Idaho border, quite a different story. Didn't get much rain with the last system. We'll be getting some gusty northwest winds across the Wasatch and in the lee of the Wasatch into the Uinta Basin into Castle Country. Similar winds there on Thursday out of the north. Also a bit of a concern down from Cedar City to St. George. Downsloping north winds also from Pioche down to just north of Vegas, where humidities will be very low. Our smoke production across the Great Basin is basically non-existent. However, in the afternoons, we'll notice production of smoke in the Central Sierra of California being pushed further eastwards into parts of Nevada. Similar story on the 6,000-foot level. Precipitation in the last 24 hours, just a scattering yesterday across some of the higher terrain of Idaho. We had no lightning. Initial attack quite light yesterday, just one new start. Precipitation over the past 7 days, you can see much of it along and north of the Idaho border, about a quarter inch in the dark blue, a half inch or more in the green. So you can see where we had some good long duration wetting rains and where most areas, especially south of the I-80 corridor, totally missed out on that precipitation. It's done a number on our fuels up north, definitely sent the ERCs down, possibly for good for the rest of the season. However, again, south of the I-80 corridor, especially in Utah, we definitely are seeing ERC still 80th to 90th percentile, and those trends will either hold steady or slowly get drier over the next couple of days. The 100-hour fuel is a good predictor of large fire. The lowest values of below 5 have shrunk down into the southern third of Nevada and into parts of southeast Utah into the Arizona Strip, but these will actually get a little bit drier in the coming days. Satellite imagery shows a winter-type storm system plowing to the Pacific Northwest. It'll push into the central mountains of Idaho, probably missing the Snake River Plain, but still bringing in coolness, some moisture up there, more showers. South of there, temperatures will be cooling off today across northern the halves of Nevada and Utah, probably about a 5 to 7 degree cool down from what we had yesterday. And so we can see the delineation on the map here on the left, the moisture and precipitation in Idaho. In this dark area, humidity will be coming up. There won't be any precipitation really, but temperatures will be cooling off, humidity coming up, so no significant concerns. Still very dry in the southern third of the Great Basin. You can see that on the 7-day fire potential. For the relative humidity, you see how dry it is down south, single digits to 10%, near 15% along the I-80 corridor, then getting much higher as you go into Idaho and Wyoming. You can see the winds here, strong winds up north, again inconsequential because of the higher humidity. Some good breezes though just north of Ely into the Uinta Basin. Now for tomorrow, notice high pressure building, a bit of an arc of a northwest flow, drier air pushing in, strong winds where these height lines are tightest. You can see some of these winds really strung up in Wyoming. Of course, higher humidity there, but the further south you go into Utah, the drier the fuels are. So there is a concern here in the southern area for possibility of strong winds combined with low humidity, but humidity in central Utah coming up a little bit in the 20 to 23% range for the most part. Thursday, you see those, again, strong winds coming out of the northwest, drier air coming in, humidity starting to dry out a little bit. A concern will be some strong north winds coming out of Cedar City and Pioche down towards Vegas and down towards St. George and the Arizona Strip, where humidities will be low. It's a favored orographic flow. I'll have to watch that a little carefully. 3-day precipitation total, again, mostly in the higher terrain of Idaho and western Wyoming, another half inch or more. And then looking down the road, Friday, similar pattern, high pressure building closer to California, dry northwest flow, not really hot across most areas except maybe the far western Great Basin. So keeping our delineation of brown to yellow to green on the 7-day. And that pretty much holds true on Saturday as another cold front comes out of the northern Rockies and brushes us down on Sunday. And then a week from now or 7 days later on Monday, similar story to today. High pressure well off the coast, maybe some warming and drying across the western Great Basin, but Cooler temperatures across the eastern Great Basin, but remaining dry. No significant precipitation other than the next 1 or 2 days. The 8 to 14 day outlook, 20th to the 26th of October, showing cooler than normal conditions across much of the Great Basin except for the far southwest, but a drier than normal signal. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.